Welcome to the Cox Community Connection, highlighting organizations, events, and people from around our local community.
Hello, I'm Cam Johnson, Public Affairs Manager for Cox Communications, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Cox Community Connection. We've got another great show in store for you this month. We're going to talk about a new Life Center coming to Fort Walton Beach. The United Way of Escambia County is going to join us, talk about several programs they have coming at the new year. And we're also going to talk with the Pensacola Sports Association about several of their all-star events in December. But first, we're going to start off in Fort Walton Beach and talk a little more recreation, but this is for more the cultural side. And joining me to talk about that is Jeff Peters. He is the Director of the Recreation Services for the City of Fort Walton Beach. Jeff, thank you so much for being here today.
Cam, glad to be here. We got a lot of exciting things coming up that we're anxious to get word out to the public.
Absolutely. So let's get started. The first one, I know we're going to kind of touch a few of them downtown, but let's start with Heritage Park. Obviously, there's been some changes that people can see to the park that y'all have recently introduced, you've completed and opened up. So tell us a little bit about the park and what some of those changes have been.
Well, as many people know, and some may not know, the museum is a well-trafficked area from really just the local residents and people coming from all over the country. It's visited from everywhere, different countries and states all over the world. And the big things right now going on that people can visualize is a new archway. It used to be an old oyster shell archway that was kind of cracking and breaking and stuff. So that is a brand new archway. And also the Trexwood wooden deck that spans from Highway 98 to the back entrance to Eglin Parkway. So it's a much needed improvements, but very, very nice on the eyes.
Well, let's talk about the facility. What does Heritage Park and Cultural Center house? What can people see when they go there?
Well, it incorporates four different facilities. The museum, which people are most familiar with, but it also has a schoolhouse that was built over 100 years ago. It's got the Civil War building and the post office building, as well as the mound, which is in the center of the museum area there. So, four different buildings that people can see and travel around the compass there.
So in addition to the buildings, obviously people come to see the mound and all the artwork inside. You also have a lot of special events at Heritage Park, right? Tell us a little bit about some of the events y'all hold over the course of a year.
Well, the big one coming up is the open house. We do an open house over there. It's at the schoolhouse actually, and they do, 100 years ago, they didn't have the remote control cars and everything that they do today in the video games, but they were homemade toys that the boys and girls played with, and they have those there. And just to see the kids playing with that and keep them occupied like they were 100 years ago is really entertaining. But they've got the open house, and they write letters to Santa Claus and everything like that. Open, free to the public. And it is from 1 to 4 on December the 6th, and it's the Christmas open house downtown at the museum.
Okay, and I know y'all have another special event, actually, but a couple days after that, I believe, a lecture series coming that's probably going to get a lot of interest both in Fort Walton and in Pensacola with a lot of people familiar with the topic.
It is, and that lecture series will be December the 12th at 6 p.m. there at the museum, and the title of that lecture, the presentation, will be the USS Massachusetts. And for those that don't know, the whole lecture series this fall was on Civil War. USS Massachusetts was a battleship built in 1890 and really sailed through, traveled through World War I. It was decommissioned after that, and as you know, fishing off of it and diving and things around it, but it's decommissioned out in Pensacola. And it's a part of the Florida Archaeological Preserve.
Yeah, it'd be a great lecture to hear. A lot of people, know what kind of fish you can catch on it.
Sure.
A lot of people have dove on the Massachusetts, but they don't know the history behind it. So that's a great series. Let's talk about a few more events going on downtown that your department is doing. Of course, you have the tree lighting coming up, and I know you have other things coming up in the Christmas timeframe. Tell us a little bit about what y'all have planned.
Well, we're real excited this Christmas season. The CRA has invested a lot of money into some downtown Christmas decorations, lighting. The whole downtown area and uptown area will be lit up, as they say, like a Christmas tree. We will have the 30, 40-foot Christmas tree at the landing. All the oak trees will be lit up, and the tree lighting is scheduled. This year, we're doing it the actual Sunday before Thanksgiving, which is November the 23rd. And part of the reason is just because the lights will be ready to go, and we're anxious to get those kicked off.
Sure.
And also, losing the week, we always do the Christmas parade the first Monday in December, and this year it falls on December the 1st. So we wanted to have the tree lit and everything downtown before that. So we will have the tree lighting, the chorus groups that sing, and we'll follow up that evening at 6 o'clock with a movie at the park at the landing.
Oh, that's a great, I don't think a lot of people know that the tree lighting is not just flipping the switch. You do have a lot of great acts out there that come and sing, and the kids, come out there with their little chorus groups and entertain the crowd. It's a great family atmosphere.
Yeah, we're going to tie in some Christmas giving trees and some things like that, try to give back to the community with it and really make it a community atmosphere. And as you know, we did a concert series and the movie series at the park, and so we will do a Christmas movie. We're looking at doing the Polar Express that night of the tree lighting, so we're real excited about the events going on down there.
Perfect. And I guess everybody can go to FWB.org for more information.
FWB.org. They can call 833-9575, which is Tiffany Corcoran. She can answer any questions about the Christmas parade, which is always a real popular parade, and as well as the tree lighting, 833-9575. And again, talking about the Christmas parade, as you know, it goes down Eglin Parkway, and that will be on December the 1st. Down Eglin Parkway, starting on the south end and then heading north.
Perfect. Jeff, we're out of time. Thank you so much for being my guest today. I appreciate it.
Glad to be here. Thanks, Cam.
Thank you. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll talk about a new life center in Fort Walton Beach.